I attribute that directly to the Ford family. I attribute that directly to Rob Ford. I attribute that to the mayor, who has made a very big difference in this city and has stood up to every shot that everybody's wanted to take at him. I attribute that to a man who is temporarily taking a rest from politics. He's going to make sure that his health comes first, and he's going to make sure that he's healthy enough to take over yet his board once again, to be strong enough to support the next mayor of the city of Toronto, his brother, Doug Ford. I've had 4 years with Doug Ford, sitting almost beside him, strategizing on what we need to do, strategizing on who should be a part of this administration and who shouldn't. Talking to this wonderful city of ours and trying to convince them that what's happened over the last 18 years needs to stop. What's happened in the city of Toronto needs to change. We're too far left in the city of Toronto, and it's time that the right spoke out and said enough's enough. And this gentleman is going to lead that charge. I say to everybody in this room, I am proud of you. I am proud of you for making a difference. Standing up for a family that's taken shots from everybody, left, right, and center. Without their gloves on. The rest of the individuals in this city who have chosen to fight have done it with their gloves on. They have taken their gloves off, and they will fight if they have to with the gloves off, so it hurts even more. Right. And I say to you, when the new mayor is appointed in Doug Ford, I like the fact that subways is the issue in this election, because nobody wants the LRTs east down. They do not want the congestion, the problem that the LRTs cost, the amounts of money that they cost that's going to amount to billions of dollars in the future. They want subways that are going to make a clear difference, a clear transportation difference that brings on a true transportation strategy that speaks to not only subways, but speaks to respect of the tax dollar and respect of the driver as well. We have a war on cars in this city, and we've got to stop it. We've got to make sense of it, and we've got to have a plan that works, and this gentleman's got it, and I am proud to be a part of his team. I am proud to be here to announce it, and I'm going to do that right now. I love you, Doug. I want you to be the next mayor. You came out swinging, my friend, in the first debate. You are a champion. You are a diplomat. You are what the city of Toronto needs, and I'm proud to be a part of your team. Thank you very much.
For the great introduction. I want to thank each and every one of you for your support and coming out here tonight. I can't tell you how much it means to our family. And as Georgia was saying, we were down there fighting for the taxpayers over the last 4 years. Georgia was instrumental in standing beside us and helping us out along with numerous other councillors as well. Folks, I'm thrilled to be here with my family and to see how many friendly faces we have here. Your support means everything to myself, our family, and Rob. I'm kind of going off script here a little bit, but I did speak to Rob, and he says, Doug, I wish I could join you. He's not feeling too well today, but he's going to get stronger, and I can assure you he's going to be out there on the campaign trail. And hopefully, if he's feeling up to it, he'll come to Ford Fest. I'd like to invite each and every one of you to Ford Fest this Saturday. It's from 5 o'clock to 10 o'clock, and that's taking place not too far from here, actually. Islington in the 401 by the Sears building there. Everything's free. Bring kids and your whole family, and we're going to have a great time. Folks, 4 years ago, you helped make history. Together, we stood up for the rights of the taxpayers, and we stopped the gravy train. When Rob asked me to carry the torch, he said, Doug, we can't go backwards after all the progress we've made. We can't let our supporters down. And he is right. I'm in this race, folks, for two simple reasons. I love this city and the folks that live in it. We can't let the taxes go up. We can't let, as Giorgio always says, the left take over and continue spending the money. Since the administration took office, we have reduced our planned debt by $800 million. But in saying that, there's still a lot of work to be done. I'm going to need each and every one of you to help out over the next 4 weeks. My plan is very simple, folks, on building transit. We built subways underground where they belong. We extend service to Etobicoke, to North York, and to our friends out in Scarborough. Because a city hall that respects all the people from all the neighborhoods. That's my vision. Together, we'll continue to make City Hall run more efficiently for less money. Putting money back into your pockets where it belongs, that's my vision. I'm the only candidate that has a proven track record of eliminating wasteful government spending and respecting the taxpayers' hard-earned dollars. As I pointed out to the other candidates, I'm the only candidate that has the experience and the determination and the vision for this city to move forward. So with you beside me, I look forward to getting out there and sharing my vision. And again, folks, I want to thank you very much for coming tonight. We're going to need all the volunteers that we can get. Our offices are over at the corner of Belfield and Kipling Avenue, right up by Lawrence and Warden in that strip mall. And what plays a critical role in campaigns are volunteers. Money's essential, but the people that show up day in and day out, if you're off literature, I'm looking at one sitting in front of me, Jackie, that comes in and day out, works till midnight. Jackie, I think you start early in the morning. You do. You say no, but you do. You're there all day. So, again, all the volunteers. That's what helps us out. We're going to have thousands of volunteers over the next 4 weeks, and it's going to be an exciting race. But I can assure you one thing. I'm going to hold these other candidates accountable, and we're going to make sure that people know who they are and what they stand for. We stand for the people. We stand for the common folk, as I always say. And we will always respect the taxpayers' money and make sure that we run an accountable, transparent government. Our team is fiscally responsible and financially accountable, along with my colleague, Francis. I also want to make a special mention which I think he'll be a dynamo. This is going to be like the New York Yankees lineup. We have Giorgio Manley, one of the most experienced. Second off the bat is John Nunziata. Running in Ward 12, if I'm not mistaken. Ward 12, and his lovely sister Frances. I'm not too sure where my girlfriend is. Hey, keep it out, Frances. I love Frances. That's the only woman I can say I love without Carla getting upset, right, Carla? So, and we have a great team with a few other people, and I can't forget the slugger, my brother Rob. He'll play enjoy the evening tonight. Go around, mingle, meet our friends, make the contacts, and I'd love to see each and every one of you out at the campaign office as many times as you can get out there. The door is always open. We're open more than 12 hours a day, from probably 8 o'clock in the morning until I think a lot of our team members were there till 1 o'clock in the morning, sitting over in the corner. Last but not least, as I always say, is our wonderful staff in the mayor's office and my office. They're absolute champions. They become so close, part of the family. I want to thank each and every one of you in Rob's office and my office. So again, God bless. And I just ask one thing. Say a little prayer for Rob tonight, and I know he appreciates everything. Thank you.
And I tell him now, he was born with a golden spoon in his mouth. He was my opponent when I ran for mayor in 2003. And what Doug said the other night at York Memorial, and I believe it was yesterday, everything was handed to John on a silver platter. He doesn't understand common folk. And there was a reason why I was elected 6 times, twice municipally, 4 times to the Parliament of Canada, and once as an independent, is because like the Fords, like Rob and Doug and their dad before him, we believe in respecting the taxpayers, representing average, hard-working people, and we represent them well in government. And in the last 36 years, both as an elected official and practicing law, I've seen a lot of politicians come and go. And there's some politicians that stand head and shoulders above the others. Why? Because they have a whole lot of integrity and they're doing what they're doing for the right reasons. The Ford brothers are part of that unique group of people. They stand heads and shoulders above everyone else. And when Doug decided to run a few weeks ago because of the circumstances that developed, I made the decision while I was chatting with Doug to run myself, because I want to be part of that team to bring sanity to City Hall, to bring efficiency to City Hall, to stop the racism, to build subways, and to do all the things we need to do to make sure that the City of Toronto continues to prosper and to become one of the finest cities anywhere in the world. But not only is it important to stop the gravy train and build subways and have respect for taxpayers, but we have to also care about the disadvantaged in our society, the unemployed, the seniors. And Carla Ford knows, Carla's mother and my mother and my late father are at the same nursing home at West Park. And I became even more fond of the Fords because of the way Carla and her family treats her mother. She's there almost every day, taking care of her mother. And I know how the Ford brothers take care of their mother. How fond they are of their late father. You know, the first thing I noticed when I went into the mayor's office? On Doug's computer monitor was a hard picture, not electronic, but a photograph of his father. So every time he looks at his computer screen, he remembers his dad and the values that they instilled, Diane and the late Doug Ford instilled in their children. And for those reasons, I believe that the Ford administration will not cater to the corporate elite like John Tory, but they'll care for the disadvantaged, those in community housing, the unemployed, the disabled, those that don't have the opportunities that we have. And so I'm very much looking forward to October 27th so that we can celebrate together, so that my sister can go up to bat, that Giorgio can go up to bat, and I can go up to bat, and then Rob will bring us home. 'Cause he's going to hit the home run. We're going to have a dynamic team with the help of each and every one of you. So thank you very much. Let's work hard over the next 4 or 5 weeks, and let's deliver the votes for Doug right across the state.
Mayor, but I can tell you my last 4 years on council as the Speaker of Council, which were very challenging at times, were the best 4 years that I've ever had in the last 26 years of politics. I can tell you the things that, what we were able to do as Mayor Ford led the agenda and his administration on the savings and what we were able to do for our constituents in particular, in my ward in particular, and other wards in the city, especially in the suburbs, because in the suburbs we were always kind of neglected with the former mayors that we had, especially with Mayor Miller. So in the last 4 years, we've been able to get a lot of investments in our ward, and Councilor Mamlidi will know that in your ward, my ward. And so the past 4 years, in my opinion, has been a huge success for the taxpayers of Toronto. I knock on doors, and people still remember what we were promised 4 years ago when Mayor Ford got elected, that he was going to scrap the $60 car vehicle tax. And you know what? That meant a lot to me. And it means a lot to a lot of people. And following that, there were a lot of other savings that the taxpayers were able to put back into their pockets when we contracted out garbage and finding efficiencies at City Hall. So, for the next 4 years, it's very important that we have a mayor that will lead us with the same agenda that we have had with Mayor Ford in the last 4 years, respect for the taxpayers, and cut the gravy. We have a gravy train at City Hall, and to cut the gravy. And I know that Doug will take that charge and lead us to where we've been in the last 4 years and continue the successes that we've had at City Hall. So I want to thank everyone for coming, and as Doug mentioned, we need a lot of volunteers to work on the campaign, because you can't win an election without volunteers, and a lot of door knocking. That's very important. My brother and I just came from door knocking, and it's really important to connect with the residents door to door, because they really appreciate politicians going to their door and caring what they really have to say and mean what they say. So thank you very much for being here this evening.
I'm really honored to be here. The City of Toronto has gone through great changes in the last 4 years. We've got to protect what's happened over the last 4 years. And there's about maybe 250 people in this room, and I think if everybody maybe has the ability to go out, what do you think? 200 votes a person? Can you do that? 200 votes all the time. We're going to win it right here in this room. So I know you can do it. It's about pulling out the vote, and it's about supporting our next mayor, Doug Ford.